Birth of a villain, we some fucking villains. Birth of a villain, no limit, we some villains. Birth of a villain, real fam, we some villains. Birth of a villain, BMG, some villains. Birth of a villain, misfit, we some villains. Birth of a villain, fancies, we some villains. Birth of a villain, my town, we some villains. Birth of a villain, I am the fucking villain. Yeah, the villain is in your presence, and I got a present for you. Your family's dead, poor you, cause they wasn't on my side, and nor you. Yeah, and all the villains, yeah, we some anti-heroes, and I'm at the top of the villains, involved with the fake rapper killings. You probably heard of me, the fake rapper slasher, the crazy fucking cracker, the girl snatcher, put in work while you a lacker, the best CD racker, the body stacker, click clack clacker. So now you know not to fuck with the villain, Don't care, pulled out the knife where he had a scared stare. When I made a white turn into a red chair. Blood everywhere, but not tripping. Cleaned up so the villain don't get caught slipping. Yeah, a note was written. Dear Pig, did you like what I, the villain, did? Left the body wasn't good enough to get rid of. Yours truly, Villain, one love. Yeah. Birth of a villain, we some fucking villains. Birth of a villain, no limit, we some villains. Birth of a villain, real fam, we some villains. Birth of a villain, BMG, some villains. Birth of a villain, misfit, we some villains. Birth of a villain, fancies, we some villains. Birth of a villain, my town, we some villains. Birth of a villain, I am the fucking villain. You should've never fucked with the villain. Now I'm on my second killing. Gonna slice this one's neck, but leave no DNA of mine, not even a speck. Come alive and now everything's a fucking wreck. Daily agenda, kill a fake rapper, there goes a check. Not a thought of regret, cause I did it for the villain set. Now we're hearing cop sirens all night, but the villain is nowhere in sight. Let's go see what Minto's doing. A random hoe he be screwing. He stopped his pursuit, and I said I just killed another rapper dude. Damn, I've been in the killing mood. Damn, lately I've been hella crude. And the villain don't step down one step, cause the villain is what he rep. Left there 4 in the AM, got in the car and started praying, but don't know who to. So I started up my pursuit to pursue another fake rapper dude. I am the villain crew, yeah, kill anybody, even you. Yeah, birth of a villain, we some fucking villains. Birth of a villain, no limit, we some villains. Birth of a villain, real fam, we some villains. Birth of a villain, BMG, some villains. Birth of a villain, misfit, we some villains. Birth of a villain, fancies, we some villains. Birth of a villain, my town, we some villains. Birth of a villain, I am the fucking villain. Here the villain go again, kill the dude and his girlfriend, but this ain't not like the villain. Kills rappers, don't he? Well, so if he'll kill anybody, he'll kill you, won't he? Well, what you don't see is he hella crazy, and he'll kill anyone and everyone. He'll do it with a knife, he won't even use a gun. And just don't run, cause your head will be hella spun, literally. His last note was sincerely, fake rapper slasher. Sorry about the head thing, but it ain't over till the fat lady seeing. This was not a man, it was a fat bitch whose voice I cannot stand. But I'll be damned if I have to hear that bitch's voice again. Well, bye bye, sincerely, your best friend.